Hey everyone, welcome back to another SAT math video. This is from the 2024 official practice test 5 math module 2, linked in the description below so you can follow along. Rectangles ABCD and EFGH are similar. Okay. The length of each side EFGH is 6 times the length of corresponding side ABCD. So each side means all four sides, okay? The area of ABCD is 54 square units. What is the area in square units of EFGH? Okay, this is a geometry problem. And what do we do for geometry problems? We draw it out, right? Because when you draw it out, it makes things a lot easier than keeping things in your head. So we are going to do that right now once I get my mouse on the right screen. So let's draw out our rectangles. First, we will draw ABCD. So you can just draw any rectangle. If you don't know what a rectangle looks like, you might be too young to be taking the SAT, or the school system had completely failed you. But if not, here is what a rectangle looks like. It is when you have a square type object with, I'm just kidding, you probably know what a rectangle looks like. Anyways, so we know that the area is equal to 54 square units. Doesn't really matter about their units because it's not like a metric unit, and they're not asking for any sort of dimensional analysis, so we don't care. Now we have some other big triangle not drawn to, or I'm sorry, big rectangle not drawn to scale, where we have E, F, G, and then H, and we know that every side on EFGH, the length of each side is 6 times the length of the corresponding side on ABCD. So let's just say we have X and Y here. This would be 6X and this would be 6Y, right? So let's try and find a relationship between these two that can make our lives a little bit easier, right? So we know that x times y is going to equal 54, right? Because that's our length times width is going to be area. And then let's look at this one. So we know that 6x times 6y is going to give us some area A, and I'll make it A2 so things are not confusing, right? So let's see if we can rearrange this guy into a more usable format. So we will just rewrite this because notice it's all multiplication, so we can move things around due to the commutative property of multiplication. If you doesn't know what that means, that just means we could just move the numbers around, and so long as they all are still multiplying each other, it's the same number, right? So that is equal to A2. But look at that. We have 6 times 6. We know what that number is. That's going to be 36 times xy. And oh my gosh, we have an xy right here. So that is going to go right there. So then we can have actually 36 times 54 is equal to A2. Now at this point, you could plug it into your calculator, or if you're like me and you like doing math, we are going to write it out and do it by hand. So 6 times 4 is 24, 6 times 5 is 30, plus 2 is 32. Then you add a 0 in this because we are done with the units place. Then we do 3 times 4, that is 12. 3 times 5, 15 plus 1 is 16. So we have 324 plus 1620, so we get 4, 4, 9, 1, 9, 4, 4. Is that one of our answers? Oh my gosh, look at that. D. So that's it for this question. What did we do? First, we recognized it was a geometry question, which means we have to draw it out. Once we drew it out, we made our two diagrams. We tried to relate them based on the information we were given. So we knew that the area of xy was equal to 54, and then we knew that we found an xy in the bigger equation for the area of the bigger rectangle, and then we were able to simplify that using the commutative additive property of multiplication. Maybe that's the wrong property. If it's the wrong property, you can check me in the comments below. Anyways, that's it for this video. Hopefully you learned something. Let me know if there's anything I can do to improve. Khan Academy is linked in the description, as well as some other cool links that I think you should check out. Anyways, that's it for this one. Thanks for watching. I will see you next time.